Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tommy Baker Field. We're at Cherokee High School. We got this region game between the Etowah Eagles and the Warriors of Cherokee High School. We're so glad that you're with us in my broadcast booth here. Got Chuck Chambers on the camera as Jay speaks, and you're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. And on the field, you see the Cherokee High School choir is getting ready to sing the national anthem, and we're going to take a break. While we're waiting, we're going to say, welcome, Chuck. How are you doing tonight?
Steve, it's another great night, another Friday Night Lights here in Cherokee County with what I called last night the FWA, the Future Warriors of America. Like I said last night, this is America's team. They say the Cowboys is, but I say the Warriors is America's team.
Well, you know, as we get on to our prep here before they get ready to sing the national anthem, we've talked about how important every region game is. This is a must game for both teams tonight.
The winner of this game right here is going to be assured a playoff spot. The rankings aren't settled to the end of the season, but this right here guarantees you're going on into the playoffs.
And then, of course, if you make it tonight, then the preceding games tells you where you're going to be seated at the end of the season.
They get bigger and bigger as you go. I think we've got Alpharetta next and then Milton after that. So finishing the year with probably one of the top 10 teams in the country with Milton. But tonight, our duty is to take care of the Etowah Eagles.
And it is homecoming night tonight, so at halftime, folks, you're going to be able to enjoy the halftime festivities. And at the end of the game, the Band of Warriors will be playing. And they are now announcing the color guard, Air Force color guard coming in from the far end of the field. And everybody will be standing up, taking off their hats if you're wearing one, and honoring our nation with playing of the national anthem. As the color guard moves off of the ball field, and the Cherokee High School chorus, who did a marvelous job singing the national anthem, we want to pay tribute and thank them, all these young people, for doing such an outstanding job. And I think last week, Chuck, you made a comment about the various ROTC programs in our county, but also in the country.
It's a huge deal. I got a lot of respect for these kids, like we mentioned before. It's not the most popular thing to do in high school, but it's needed. These are the definite future warriors of America. They're going to be securing this country for years to come.
As we get into this pregame talk, I want to recognize our sponsors for Cherokee High School football and Steve Major Sports. They are Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenberg Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elwell Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company of Ball Ground, and G-Rocks Photography. Chuck's going to have the actually, I'm going to have the starting lineups in just a minute for the Etowah Eagles, but you see these signs on the other side, the Etowah Eagles, they're cheerleaders waiting for the Eagles to come in, and of course Cherokee down in the lower hand corner of your screen, they're getting ready to unfurl their banner for these teams to come out for this really important football game tonight. Starting lineups for the Etowah Eagles, these are predictable starting lineups. Some might be right, some be wrong, but anyway, here's what we got. On the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles, defensive line, number 44, a senior, Billy Hendricks. On the defensive line, number 60, a senior, Ryan Lee. Another defensive lineman, number 74, a senior, Joshua Clark Lane. Number 10, a senior, Jayden Maddox. And Chuck was saying he's a handful, so Cherokee will have their hands full with that young man, and we're going to be able to talk about him a little bit later. Outside linebacker, number 22, a junior, Luis Martinez. Inside linebacker, number 70, a junior, Jamerson Riva. Outside linebacker, number 1, a senior, Will Palethorpe. At one corner, number 26, a junior, Jameer Maxime. At the other corner, number 20, a junior, Frank Mosley IV. At one safety, number 2, a senior, Luciano, call him Luch, Copero Ellis. And at the other safety, number 16, a senior, Colin Shearer. The kicker is number 91, a junior, Carson Long, and a punter, number 5, the quarterback, Brandon Bohannon. Kickoff returns, number 2, Luch Copero Ellis, and number 17, a junior, Garrett Carson. On the offensive side of the ball for the Warriors, or excuse me, for the Eagles, number 76, a tackle, a senior, Teague Lang. Number 66, a junior, Camden McQuaid. Number 58, at center, a sophomore, Dylan Nichols. At right guard, number 75, a sophomore, Tate Nelms. At right tackle, number 67, a senior, Carter Kerr. And number 35, a freshman, Grant Griffin, who they'll move around a little bit. At the quarterback, number 5, a senior, Brandon Bohannon. The running back, number 8, a sophomore, pretty electrifying runner, Elijah Washington. At one receiver, number 19, a junior, Will Curcio. Understand he may be the best athlete on the field for them. At H-back, number 48, a senior, number 48, Carson Embry. They'll move him around. Wide receiver, number 17, a junior, 17, Garrett Carson. Starting lineup for the Etowah Eagles. And Chuck will have the starting lineups for the Warriors at Cherokee High School.
Steve will start off by the defensive starters. Starting at defensive tackles, number 4, a senior, Toby Thompson. Nose tackles, number 60, Tanner Dollyhigh. Starting at defensive tackle is number 30, a sophomore, Javon Hobson. Starting at the Sam linebacker position, a junior, number 7, Cayenne Simmons. Starting at the Mike linebacker is a senior, number 14, Tyler Goddard. At the Will linebacker position is number 21, Morgan Cox. Getting his first start tonight is number 40, a sophomore at the jackback, Chase Montgomery. Starting at the quarterback, cornerback is his first start, a freshman, number 11, Jace Jones. Starting at strong safety is number 16, Chase Goddard. Free safety is number 22, Ryan O'Keefe. And your quarterback is senior, number 9, Keegan Baker. Starting for offense for your Cherokee Warriors, On the offensive line is number 67, senior left tackle Ryan Chanley. Left guard is a senior, number 63, Asher Allred. Starting at center is number 61, Ben Rice. Starting at right guard tonight is a junior, number 69, Jayron Tesero. And right tackle is number 72, a senior, Colt Childress. Wide receivers for tonight is number 6, senior Adam Fullen. Number 2, Aiden Moore. Number 12, Adarius Harshaw. And number 5, a senior, Caleb Richardson. Starting running back for tonight is number 25, a junior, Zy Johnson. At tailback is a senior, number 4, Toby Thompson. And your starting quarterback for your Cherokee Warriors is number 10, A.J. Swan. The officials for tonight's ball game, referee is Cecil Gray. Umpire is Topher Lawson. Linesman, Corwin Turner. Line judge is Patrick Stafford. Side judge is Anthony Meadows. The field judge is Jeffrey Smith. The back judge is Brian McMichael. And the ECO is Wayne Fuller. And on the 25-second clock is Doug Rowe.
Thank you, Chuck. As you can see in the middle of the field, the captains are out. Captains for Etowah is number 1, all seniors, Will Pathrope. Number 5, the quarterback, Brandon Bohannon. Number 10, Jayden Maddox. And number 60, Camden McQuaid. For the Cherokee Warriors, it is number 5, Caleb Richardson. Number 10, A.J. Swan. Number 22, Ryan O'Keefe. And number 32, Landon Luster. All seniors and playing each other for the last time in this stadium and each other for this year and for a career.
Forever.
Yep.
Forever. Once it's over, it's over.
Unless they play at the next level against each other.
Some of these guys that are out here as captains tonight are definitely playing at the next level. We know A.J. Swan. We know about him. He's going to Maryland. And some of these guys for Etowah, they're definitely playing the next level. They've got a little bit of talent over there for sure.
Starting lineups brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel, the Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel and Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford Adjuster, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elwell Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and Xerox Photography.
Steve, it looks like we're going to get the ball first. Etowah won the flip and deferred to the second half, so we'll have a chance to put points on the board first. I always like to get that early lead, puts a little pressure on the other team. So
Absolutely.
I don't mind having the ball one bit.
So Cherokee will continue to do what you call trying to establish their mojo, running first and probably passing later. They know they can pass. They get the running game going. They know the passing game is going to be even better.
I think we're going to see a dose of Zy Johnson and Dominique Jordan and then Aiden Moore. You know, he's ran the ball good for us this season. He's a bigger back. He's got a lot more power than the other two. But I like all three of our running backs that get in here tonight, do some damage.
Hey, by the way, last night was a freshman game and a sophomore championship game here in Cherokee County. Both teams won the championship. Our ninth graders went undefeated, I think, didn't they?
Ninth graders were 6-0 on the year. They won 21-13 last night over a good Etowah team. Their record was only 3-2, but those kids last night gave it all they had, and Cherokee just outmanned them a little bit, came out on top of that to take down the championship.
And over at Creekview, our 10th graders, our JV, won 23-15, I guess, on another tight ball game, but congratulations.
They went into overtime and won it in overtime.
So things are bright here for the Warriors as what do you call them? Upcoming Warriors.
The FWAs, the Future Warriors of America. So we're about to see America's team take the field right here, Steve, in hopes to clinch this playoff spot. But you know, Etowah's looking to do the same thing. No matter
Absolutely.
what their overall record is, what counts right now is the region. So they're trying to win this region game the same as we are.
Getting ready for the kickoff is number 91, Carson Long. He's kicking off from the right hash mark. So here we go. That'll come out to the 20-yard line, fielded inside the end zone. Cherokee will be setting it up 1st and 10 from the 20. Glad that you're with us tonight. You're watching SteamAgensports.com/live.
Steve, that kickoff was number 91, Alan Carson. We saw him warming up in pre-games, hit a 40-yarder, and it would have definitely been good from about 50. He's got a big leg, put that one in the end zone.
This offense is brought to you by Canton Tire Wheel. And we always appreciate all of our sponsors. While we take this time out, Canton Tire and Wheel at 115 Ridgewood Road is very proud to be sponsoring Cherokee High School football, and we certainly are glad they are as well. There was a little bit of timeout by the official. Now we're ready. A.J. Swan has it. Single set running back to his side, Zy Johnson. Toby Thompson, Aiden Moore moving right to left. 4 down lineman. Coming left side is Zy Johnson, tries to get outside. And missed a block out there on the edge.
That was just a little simple inside handoff to Zy Johnson. Etowah did a good job stringing the play out. Stopped him for about a 2-yard loss.
It's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 11 are calling it from the 19. Sometimes you don't want to get into passing yardage early in a game like this. You want to be able to dictate it yourself.
I think we can run the football on them, but the line's going to have to do a little better job blocking it.
Man in motion, Aiden Moore, right to left. Wide receiver screen caught to the 30 and across the 30-yard line.
We just ran a little screen pass to Adarius Harshaw. Aiden Moore was out there setting up the block. Picked up about 5 or 6 yards. Steve,
Jameer Maxim was on that tackle. 3rd and 5 for the Warriors from the 25. Fake handoff. Going across the middle, complete across the 35 for a 1st down to Aiden Moore.
Aiden Moore just came out of his slot position, came across on a cross pattern. AJ put it right on his number, picked up a good 1st down.
Cherokee started the drive at the 25, picked up 1 1st down. That's where they are right now. Twins at the top and the bottom. To the outside, caught, complete. And it's another 1st down. Is that Aiden Moore out there?
I think that was big number 5, Caleb Richardson.
Yes, Caleb Richardson on that pass completion for another 1st down. Cherokee sitting at the 50-yard line. First and 10 from the 50. 2 at the top, none at the left. Little movement on the line, going to the outside, caught by Richardson. Beautiful pass. That was a beautiful. He just threw the ball in the air before he ever turned around.
Etowah was bringing pressure, came up on the blitz. Toby Thompson picked up the blitz, gave A.J. Swan more time. Number 5, Caleb Richardson, just ran about a 30-yard out pattern. A.J. dropped it right in there for a big 1st down.
They call that the outside shoulder, don't they?
Outside shoulder, but Toby Thompson set up that play with a big pickup on that blitz.
Ball's at the 26-yard line. Cherokee now in this drive had picked up 3 1st downs. 2 at the top, single at the bottom. Man in motion left to right. And that was to Adarius Harshaw. And that's a loss of about 4 yards. They flooded that area pretty good. They read that.
We ran a little jet sweep with Adarius Harshaw. Not probably, let me rephrase that. The fastest man on the field, but the handoff was just a little bit fumbled. Adarius slipped down when he tried to make the turn.
I'm sure on the defensive side, they've been coaching that all week. Don't let number 12 get in space. Okay, we got 2 at the top, 2 at the right. AJ back to pass. Pressure, looking down, and incomplete. Misread, I think, the post pattern was open. It was just not there.
It was right. The receiver zigged. AJ thought he was going to zag, but Ryan Chanley did a great job blocking his man that time. He's going up against their #1 sack leader, Jayden Maddox.
3rd and 14 for the Warriors. 2 on each side of the formation. Zide Johnson, a single setback. Man in motion, left to right. And now we got a flag. False start on the Warriors. It's going to be 3rd and 19. Offsides, I guess they called it. This offensive set brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel, 115 Ridgewood Road. Cherokee in a hole right now for down and distance, 3rd and 19. Aiden Moore left to right. Now he sets up with trips at the bottom. Good snap. Going for it long and out of bounds. That ball had a lot of air under it, but it was long. So it's going to be 4th down.
Etowah bringing pressure again. #1, Will Pilthorpe came in on the blitz. Made AJ throw that ball a little faster than he wanted it to.
Cherokee's got the offense out here. Looks like they're going for it from the 35-yard line. 4th and 19. Almost got into the neutral zone. Didn't call it. It's a little pooch punt. Into the end zone. Etowah will be bringing it and putting it at the 20-yard line. I like the call, actually.
We're kind of in that no man's land right there. They gained about 15 yards. We did with that little pooch, even though it's coming out to the 20. But
this defensive stop has been brought to you by Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated. Talk about Green Heating. They came over and looked at our furnaces and got it ready for the winter time already, Chuck.
Steve, the Green Heating and Cooling official game time temperature, 73 degrees.
There you go. I love it. Bohannon has up in the formation. Oh, fumble the ball. Bohannon picked it up, and he's picked up about 8 yards.
Bohannon just ran a little RPO, had it out there. Saw our defense slide. He pulled it back out, ran it, picked up about 8 yards. Tackle was made by Morgan Cox.
We got Mr. Dilmas Reed watching us tonight. Good evening, Mr. Reed. Glad you're watching. 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. Cherokee showing that three-man line. Now they walk up another one. 1st down. Down to the up to the 32-yard line. Chains moving after the 1st down. 8:27 left to go in the 1st quarter. We've just started. Big, important region game. Huge implications. Winner tonight will be going to the playoffs. Loser, most likely, staying home. That's not for sure granted, but be big probably that way. Hand off again. Off right tackle. He's got some running room. Running hard for another 1st down. Just sliced off a right tackle.
Just good blocking out there on the outside. A lot of speed when he got that handoff. He looked like he was running full speed. Picked up a big 1st down for the Eagles. Tackle was made by number 14, Tyler Goddard.
Ball is at the 43-yard line for the Eagles. Bohannon has him up. Pass across the middle, incomplete. That was to number 15, Drew Doran. Little slant pass.
That's one of their favorite plays, is throw that little slant pass. Bohannon likes to get rid of the ball quick. That's one of their go-tos. He just led his receiver a little bit too far.
Javon Hobson comes out. Toby Thompson back in for the Warriors. Number 13 down at the bottom is Reese Ware. Handoff. Good defense by the Warriors. That's a loss of 2 yards.
That looked like number 40, Chase Montgomery, on his first start. Made the tackle.
I believe that Tyler Goddard is calling on that one. I think Ryan O'Keefe was there for help, wasn't he? Or Keegan Baker. I'm sorry, Keegan Baker. 3rd down and 12. Back to pass. Rush. Hit. It's going to be incomplete.
Kyan Simmons that time was coming off the right side, brought a lot of heat. Hit Bohannon right before he threw the ball, kind of dislodged that thing.
You know, if you're coming off the edge like that, you want to have that open shot. There was nobody there to block him, and he took advantage of it.
He was untouched, used his speed to get in the backfield, break that play up. Nice defensive stand that time by the Cherokee Warriors.
Punt is up. It's a positive bounce for Etowah all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Weston Bergman was back there to receive it. So Cherokee's going to start from the 9-yard line. 6:49 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Offensive set for the Warriors brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute. That's Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons, and both my wife and I, she's sitting behind me, has seen both of these doctors, me for surgery and Dr. Simmons for my wife, Phyllis, another issue. Good folks to know when you need them. All right. So 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. 2 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Pass to the sideline, complete. Pickup of nearly 10 yards on that.
That was just another little out. Caleb Richardson, A.J. Swan put it right on his hip. Caleb brought it in for a first down.
Coach Baruch is, I missed that. Gene is watching for Palm Beach, Florida. Good to have you watching, Gene. New set of downs for the Warriors. Handoff. Not much yardage, but did pick up 3 or 4 maybe.
Etowah had a lot of hats in on that tackle. Kind of built a wall, shut that run down.
2nd and 8, 2 yards. Barudich is what I was trying to say. Coach Barudich. His mother is watching. 2nd and 8. Cherokee trying to get out of the wall, out of the hole with their backs to the goal line. Etowah wants to keep them there. Toby Thompson right to left. Big play last week. And pass was a little bit low. Incomplete. 3rd and long.
They sent Toby out, lined him up at the wide receiver position. He came across, going to run a screen play. A.J. just threw the ball short.
Jesse McDonald checking into the ball game for Etowah at the linebacker position. He's a senior. So Cherokee with 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8. A.J. waiting on a snap. Now he rolls right. Looking. Can't find anybody. Finds a long, incomplete pass. Scott Calloway watching tonight. Glad you're watching, Scott. Thank you for watching.
Etowah just brought a lot of pressure that time. That was number 4, Jesse Mcdonald, chasing A.J. Swan out of the pocket. Almost chased him down. A.J. threw it downfield, but wide of the wide receiver.
Well, last week, Joel got a 56-yarder in. We need a 56-yarder, at least that right now. He's been doing a great job on his punting, as Coach Shaw alluded to as well.
He took over about halfway through the season, and he's really came along strong.
It's going to be fielded right outside the 48-yard line and a return across into Cherokee territory at the 40-yard line. Curcio was fielded that ball, and he got it back to Cherokee territory. So the Cherokee defense, Chuck's going to have to step in here.
What we saw, we're going to bring some pressure. Kyan Simmons last time came around off the edge, was able to get to the quarterback.
From the 44-yard line, this defensive stop will be brought to you by Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center, Chad Luth and Bonnie Spears. Bohannon, handoff, straight ahead, right side, picks up a good 4 yards for sure, maybe even more.
Just a simple little handoff right up the middle from the Eagles. Morgan Cox, our leading tackler, got 92 total tackles on the season, made that stop.
2nd and 5 for the Eagles as the clock ticks. A 4:45 to go in the first quarter, no score. Again, off the left side, and that's going to be close to a first down.
That's just good hard running by number 8, a sophomore, Elijah Washington. Just put his head down, just driving those legs, able to pick up a big first down for Etowah.
Toby Thompson coming back in. New set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Not much passing for them, but they're running straight ahead, right side, left side, up the middle. Bohannon now with the ball. Quarterback keep. The right side is at 25. Inside the 25 near the 20-yard line.
That was just another RPO by Bohannon. Had the handoff, pulled it back, saw what we were doing, took it and ran around the right side for another Etowah first down.
Ball sitting at the 21-yard line of the Warriors. It's a new set of downs, 1st and 10.
They're doing a good job mixing up Bohannon and Elijah Washington on this run game.
Washington right now behind Bohannon. Gives to him off right side, picks up another 3 or 4 yards. Just keeping that ball on the ground and pounding it.
That looked like number 40, Chase Montgomery, again on a tackle, but he's picking up an extra 2 or 3 yards after we hit him.
Hey, sort of lowers those shoulders pads like all good runners do. And it's hard to get a hold of him sometimes. 2nd and 6. At the 16. Handoff again. Another 3 or 4 yards. Chipping away. Waiting for the yard line down marker to move. It's going to be 3rd and 3. 3:09. Clock is counting.
Huge third down right here for the Warriors. I look for Bohannon to run that RPO again. He's a smart kid, good decision maker. That's what he's known for.
He's run it right a couple times. He hasn't run it left yet, has he? Pretty good defense by the Warriors, but I think they're going to be short. It's going to be a decision time. Fourth and very close. Looks like they're fixing to go for a field goal here. And they're going to bring in.
That's number 91, the one we saw warming up earlier in the pregame. He was definitely hitting them from way out there. This looks like about a 30-yarder.
Carson Long, left-footed kicker. And Cherokee jumps off sides. It's going to be a first down for the Eagles. It was Carson Long that was ready to kick that field goal, as you said, Chuck. So new set of downs inside. It's going to be, let's see. It's going to be at the 12. Let's see. No, they haven't marked it off yet, have they? It's going to be first and goal inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be put at the 7-yard line, probably the other side of the 7, so short of 7 yards. Bohannon now, hands off. Short of the goal line. It's going to be second and goal.
I mean, they're just basically handing the ball off, Steve, and running it right at us.
It's at the 2-yard line. Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Be a huge boost right here to have a goal line stance for these Warriors.
It would, and you know they've done it multiple times this year. Good defense right there.
We got pressure up the middle that time. Looked like Toby Thompson was in on that tackle.
Third and goal. Ball is setting a little bit shy of the 2-yard line or inside the 2. So call it 2. It's going to be third and goal from the 2.
Cherokee's checking in that jumbo defensive package. Try to shut this run down. Ball on the ground.
And I think, well, I don't know who got it. I believe they got it back. It was a good hit.
There's a little fight for it.
It was a great hit on the goal line. Jarred that ball loose from Bohannon. And it's going to be fourth down. Now they lost 2 yards on that.
That was a big hit. He had a lane open going to the end zone. We came up and jarred the ball loose, but just couldn't recover it.
This is going to be a 20-yard field goal for Carson Allen. Waiting on a snap. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll have to start the second quarter with a field goal as that time went down in a hurry. No score as we start the second quarter.
There's not a lot of incompletions. That first quarter, Steve, kept the clock running.
Exactly. So. When they're running the ball, it's running that clock down. This defensive stop brought to you by Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center, Chad Luth and Bonnie Spears. Hey, and when you're in pain, you need help, sometimes you throw up your hands and say, what's next? Well, if you've had surgery, you're probably going to have a therapist, and you have to going to get a good therapy. And I would recommend GeorgiaPT.com. Go to their website. Chad Luth and Bonnie Spears, they do an amazing job with their therapist. They're in 4 locations now: Alpharetta, Canton, Cumming, and Woodstock. And we're so glad that Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center wants to be a sponsor of Cherokee High School football and Steve Major Sports for bringing you these broadcasts. Well, you know what? I think that the way this last quarter sort of moved, I think that we started out sort of controlling with 3 first downs, but then it stalled out. But now, since that time, Etowah has sort of taken it over.
They maintained possession. They had the ball a lot of minutes in that first quarter.
So long, Carson Allen with a attempted field goal of 21 yards are going to set it right there. Kick is up and good. So with 11:55 in the second quarter. Etowah.
Steve, that's that bend don't break mentality. They got it inside our 5, had it on the 2-yard line. We came up and made a big hit, drove them back. I think that's a win for us to settle for 3. But Etowah has definitely displayed what they're going to do the rest of this football game, I believe. They've established they can run the football. We're going to have to make the adjustments. I've said it earlier this season. This coaching staff for the Warriors do a good job seeing what the other team's doing and what they're successful on, and then making the adjustments with our personnel.
We just started the second quarter, 11:55, 20-yard field goal by Allen. Cherokee behind, 3-0. Zai Johnson back. And can't tell, Darius Harshaw's back. Allen getting ready to kick. Ball's going in the end zone. Darius just looked at it and says, I don't even really think about that one.
They've got a nice weapon in number 91.
This offense is said to be brought to you by Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, 868 Highway 515. Give them a call at 706-692-6467. You're looking for a new or used vehicle, I would recommend Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. They have all the types. F-150s, 250s, 350s, Mustangs, Explorers, Expeditions, and so many other Ford vehicles. A.J. Swan has them out with 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top of your screen. From the 20. Pass complete.
AJ just ran a little play action. Hit a Darius Harshaw for about an 8-yard out. Bring up a 2nd and 2 right here.
So Cherokee in a second down position, a 2nd and short. Good pickup on first down. Man in motion right to left. Aiden Moore, I believe that is. Might be Richardson. Handoff off the right side. Not sure if he's forward progress, got the first down. Standing right at the 30-yard line is where they're going to mark it. I believe they're going to give him a first down.
Looked like that second effort. We had a couple of guys pushing from the back. Got it right up on the 30. The nose is sitting on the 30.
Officials are talking it over on the far sideline. 11:05 left to go in the half. Etowah enjoys a 3-0 lead after just kicking that 20-yard field goal. And I'm not sure exactly.
Looks like they're going to bring the chains out.
Oh, they are going to bring the chains out. So as I was talking about Schottenkirk Ford, you know, many people dislike the hassles of looking for a new used vehicle, but I can tell you from first-hand experience at shopping at Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper that neither my wife or myself had any hassles or encountered an aggressive or unscrupulous salesman or sales ladies. A huge advantage in shopping for a vehicle. That is Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper.
Looks like it's about 2 chain lengths short.
Okay, we're going to be short of the third of a new set of downs. Plenty of time left to go in the second quarter. At halftime, just a reminder, they'll have halftime festivities. Chuck and I will be taking a break. I believe we got a first down on that. There's pushing. I got to piss 6 or 7 yards. I'm not even sure if they blew the whistle, but I think he marked it down right here.
We've got the near judge marking him down. AJ just ran up to the line, ran that little bump play. No call, just a snap he picked up the first down.
So it's funny. I mean, we're up here in the booth. We got our windows closed, and we can't hear whether they blew a whistle or not. But they let the play go on. So Cherokee now a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. 2 on each side of the formation. Now man in motion right to left. That's Aiden Moore, or Richardson, I guess it is. Trips to Richardson. Adam Fullen.
I think that's number 6, Adam Fullen.
Adam
Steve
Fullen on that.
snuck out of that little slot position, went down about 8 yards, turned around. AJ hit him with a quick pass.
I picked up 9 right there, so it's 2nd and less than a yard. Ball is right at the 40. Cherokee behind 3-0. Off right side, good running across the 45, just short of the 50-yard line. Zy Johnson picking up off right tackle.
Just a simple little handoff. Number 69, Jerron Tesoro, had a nice block to free him up, pick up that first down.
New set of downs.
Good hard running that time by Zy Johnson.
Back to pass. AJ looking. Almost was sacked. Now he's going to pick it up and run. It's across the 50. Takes a hit. Lowered his shoulder. Said, who's the tougher person here? We'll find out. That was number 1, Will Palethorpe, pushing AJ out of bounds.
Number 10, Jayden Maddox, was getting a lot of pressure on us, run AJ out of the pocket. He took it down the left side, tried to do a little sidestep, but chose
holding
just
on
to
Cherokee.
run over him.
Oops, sorry, Chuck. It's holding on Cherokee. It's going to set us behind the chains. So we're going to find out where they spot the ball. At the 35-yard line, our own 35-yard line. So it's 1st and 25, I would guess. Still showing 1st and 10. They haven't made an adjustment on the board. It's 1st and 22, they're saying. Three at the top of the formation, single at the bottom. Handoff, picking up 3 or 4 yards inside Johnson.
Just a little simple inside handoff. Zy Johnson picking up some tough yards.
Clock under 10 minutes to halftime. Caleb Richardson, you can see Richardson down here at the bottom of your screen. Favorite target of.
He's been AJ's favorite target tonight. He's got a big size advantage over his man.
3 at the top of the screen. AJ waiting for the snap. Looks like they're bringing pressure. Now they step out of it. Now they are bringing pressure. AJ throws long. And incomplete pass. That was a good defensive play by Frank Mosley, the 4th.
Frank Mosley had him stride for stride. AJ tried to hit the outside shoulder.
Only way he could have made that reception was out of bounds. 3rd and 19. Aiden Moore out of the ball game. Cherokee looking at the sideline to get the play. This offensive set brought to you by Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper. AJ talking to the running back, Zy Johnson. Now he shifts left to right on him. Fakes the handoff to him. Going long and incomplete. So 4th down. Joe Stahl coming in to punt.
Kind of looks like our receivers and quarterback are not exactly in sync right now. We got our receivers are running one pass pattern and the quarterback's thinking it's another.
Luch Capera Ellis is back. End over end this time. Fielded inside the 25-yard line. So Etowah will be putting the ball in play about the 22, 23-yard line.
Nice kick that time by number 5, Joel Stahl. We had nice coverage on it. Took a bounce. Etowah picked it up. Didn't call fair catch. We were there to make the tackle.
Sort of had a Sunday hop right into his breadbasket.
Little Sunday hop.
This defensive stand for the Warriors is brought to you by Fast Signs of Canton. Steve Major wants to thank Fast Signs of Canton for being a sponsor of Cherokee High School football. Of course, Fast Signs is well known and respected for the various quality of the signs they produce in the Canton area around the country. Bohannon has them up. Washington, the single setback. Handoff, off right tackle for another pickup of about 7 or 8 yards.
That was a nice block that time by number 67, Carter Kerr. Their right tackle opened up a hole for Eli Washington.
So the ref officials are not moving the down marker. Now they're going to move it. Not sure what. So they picked up 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Handoff off left side, stuck by Kion Simmons right there on the tackle.
As Kion Simmons made a nice tackle. Number 16, Chase Goddard, came up to assist. Brought Elijah Washington down for no gain.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. It's just homecoming night. Big playoff implication game. The winner of this game will be in the playoffs. Cherokee's going to have to be disciplined, not to jump.
We bring in big 99, JT Thomas at nose guard.
Bohannon has it. Pass to the sideline. Caught. And he's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. 5, touchdown on a slant.
That's the play we talked about earlier, Steve. That's their favorite pass pattern, is to run that quick slant. They were able to hit it. Took it in for 6.
What a play that was for Etowah on that slant play to number 19, Will Curcio.
They like to run that RPO. They run it and run it, run it, run it. And when you're looking for that run, he pulled it right out. They're able to hit Curcio across the middle. He showed his speed, took it on into the end zone.
So that comes at 7:02 left to go in the half, waiting for the extra point. Carson Long waiting for the snap. It's up and good. I even forgot what yard line they were on. I know I called it, but that was a long play anyway.
I think the ball was on the 35.
So I'll
just a nice offensive play by the Etowah Eagles. Just kind of looks like our offense and defense is a little bit out of sync. The timing's just not there. Hopefully these guys can get it fixed. We've put ourselves down 10-0 behind the A-ball here.
You know, and I know we're early. We still have well over half a game to play, but the way they've been controlling the ball, you know, you don't want to get yourself too far behind here. So we'll see what the Warriors have in store here on this series. Darius Harshaw and Zy Johnson back. He's going to be in the end zone. Cherokee will start it at the 20-yard line. Well, it's comeback football tonight, Chuck.
Comeback football. We know the Warriors can score in bunches. We've had a couple of games we put a lot of points on the board, so we know we can get in the end zone. But like I mentioned a while ago, our timing is just a little bit off. So we can get that straightened out. I think we can hit some big plays.
This offense is set for the Warriors, brought to you by Wallace Financial Group, 4390 Ernie Road, Suite 220. Swan waiting for the snap. Now man in motion. Darius Harshaw right to left. Coming off left side. Good running room. Zy Johnson just short of the 30-yard line.
Good hard running. Zy just took an inside handoff from A.J. Swan. Went around the left side. Put his shoulder down. Pick up 8 yards.
Second and 1 for the Warriors. Plenty of time, but it'd be nice if you probably have to score here, Chuck. I would think on this drive.
It would definitely help the Cherokee confidence if we can get in the end zone.
That's a loss of about 4 yards right there. It's going to be 3rd and long. Aiden Moore back in.
That looked like number 58, Dylan Nichols, made that stop.
Richardson down at the bottom of your screen, a tall receiver. Adam Fullen out for the Warriors in this series, in this play. 3rd and 5. Now checking to the sideline. Clock is moving, 5:40, approaching 5:40. Man in motion, Aiden Moore, left to right. Sets up a little. And we got a timeout, Cherokee.
Play clock was running down on us. We got a timeout before it went off. Saved that penalty. Coaches are trying to get the offense in sync down there. Looks like they're having a meeting of the minds. Everybody's on the field. We hadn't really targeted a Darius Harshaw. I think we've thrown him one pass. I look to get him involved in the offense. You know, he's been hurt probably 5 or 6 games this season, so it's good to have him back on the field.
I think they tried a jet sweep with him and lost yardage on it.
They've tried a jet sweep, the handoff, and got a little fumbled, but I look to get him involved in the offense. We know his talents. He's headed to Utah after his high school career, so.
You know, it's 3rd and 5, but even though it's 3rd and 5, Cherokee would definitely like to get this first down and continue this drive. So Coach Pierce does a really good job calling the plays, so we'll see what he has worked up on this play. Officials are still controlling the situation, not ready to blow the whistle for play yet. Watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. We're glad that you're watching, whether you're watching for the Eagles or whether you're watching for the Warriors. Now he just blew it in. Aiden Moore left to right. Sets up in the wing. Fake. AJ rolling right. He's going to have a little flip. And now, there is finally a flag. And it's going to be pass interference.
A.J. Swan just took the handoff, rolled to his right. Toby Thompson came around the end running that wheel route. His man basically tackled him while the ball was in the air. Give Cherokee a first down.
Big play for the Warriors to keep the drive alive. And this drive is brought to you by the Wallace Financial Group at 4390 Ernie Road, Suite 220 in Woodstock. You need a financial packet, give Philip Wallace a call at 770-751-7411. Ball setting right at the 40-yard line of Cherokee. 5:27 left in the first half. Cherokee down 10-0. Pass to the sideline, complete. And 26 was right there to tackle Jameer Maxim on that play.
Caleb Richardson just ran a little 6-yard stop pattern, used his big body like a basketball player, boxed his man out. A.J. Swan put it on his number. Nice first down pickup.
2nd down and 4, and a whistle. Calling offsides on Etowah. This will give Cherokee a first down, if I'm not mistaken. Inside Eagle territory at the 49-yard line. Clock is setting at 4:59. The big receiver at the bottom of your screen. Man in motion right to left. Darius Harshaw is going to set up in the slot at the bottom of the screen. Incomplete pass to Harshaw. That was perfect timing on that defense.
That was a nice defensive play. That was number 6, Colin Shear, one of their top tacklers. Adarius just went down the seam. A.J. had him. Sometimes the defense is a little better than the offense on some plays.
The pass was there.
The pass was there, but the defender made a great play on the ball.
Really did.
Break that up.
You know, it's perfect timing. Ball arrived, defense arrived.
A second earlier and we get a flag. A second later, we go in for 6.
2nd and 10. A.J. back. He's going to have to scramble. And there's a flag on the field. Pushing himself forward, fighting for all the yardage he can. We'll see what it's going to be the call.
I think that's a hold on us, Steve. Hold on Cherokee. A.J. looked like he was going to run the ball out of bounds, turn it back up, put his head down, but all for naught.
So this play started inside Etowah territory. It's going to move us back somewhere between the 30 and the 35-yard line after they get through assessing the penalty. It's going to be put at the 33-yard line. Between the 32 and the 33.
I think they call this 2nd and a country mile, Steve.
Yes, sir. 2nd and very long. Man in motion, right to left. Aiden Moore sets up. A.J. scrambling. So still looking for somebody. Throws the ball a little bit high. Luis Martinez on that defense for the Eagles.
We were lined up like we were going to run a screenplay. It wasn't open. Etowah had it covered. We had a guy try to break out. A.J. just overthrew his receiver.
Another flag on the play. .435 left to go in the half. Etowah up 10-0. Etowah won to flip to start the game. They deferred to the second half. Now the officials coming in. standing over the ball. It's declined. Third down, 25 yards to go. Cherokee may just go for it. I don't know what Coach Pierce is going to do. But you sure don't want a turnover here, that's for sure.
We're looking for that one play to get this offense a little juice.
Pass complete. And that was a great hit by Luciano Corpora Ellis.
Adam Fullen just came across the middle. Did a great job to hold on to that football, but paid the price.
Yes, he did.
That just shows you how tough of a kid Adam Fullen is. That was a huge hit by Corpora Ellis.
4 minutes, clock is still running. Joel Stahl back in front, punt formation. Waiting on a snap. It's a good one. And down by the Warriors inside the 25-yard line.
Nice kick again by Joel Stahl. They had some indecisiveness on whether to catch it or not, but I think they made the right decision. We had good coverage to pick it up. The offense hadn't been able to score, Steve. Let's see if the defense can get out here, get a turnover, maybe pick up a defensive score.
So Bohannon has him back out now at the 22-yard line. Been successful running between the tackles and then a quarterback keeper every now and then. And, of course, that slant. Washington knifes it up off the right side for about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
They're just going to keep continuing to pound us. That time Tyler Goddard came up, made a good tackle. Stop him for a short gain.
Second and 7 for Etowah. And, of course, there are no hurry. They'll take as much time off this clock to get to halftime with a 10-0 lead.
I think they would definitely be satisfied to go in the half up 10-0.
Off the right side, breaking some tackles is Washington. Down near the 45-yard line.
Got a flag came in late, Steve. Coach Shaw's out on the field not happy about something, talking to the Whitecap. Looks like the call is going to go against Etowah.
Chase Montgomery just coming back, talked to one of the defensive coaches. Now it's back on the field. .246 left to go in the half.
Steve, while we got a break in the action, my main man, Mike Miller. We've talked about him before. He's a big-time listener of the Steve Major Sports broadcast. He was a huge basketball superstar over at Sequoia High School back in the day. We called him Vanilla Ice. He kind of, I don't know if you know the rapper Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Mike looked just like Vanilla Ice, but played like Michael Jordan. So big shout out to Mike Miller, his family. Got 2 boys that went through the system over at Sequoia. Just a great family.
Glad you're watching, Mike. Now, Cherokee may use, they have 2 timeouts left. They can get a stop here with 2:46 left. They may take a timeout or let them run second down and make a timeout. Play clock hasn't started yet. I'm not sure why they haven't. No, they're still talking on the sidelines.
Yeah, the Whitecap's still over there trying to decipher everything that's going on.
I noticed there was a lot of that last night in your game.
There was a lot of it. We had some confusion here and there, but in the end, I think they got it all rectified.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 11. Well, now I'm not sure where they're going to put the yard line marker.
I'm not sure if they know where they're going to put it.
They're showing 1st down, and they showed that there's been picked up 2 yards. What was the call on the penalty?
I don't think he's made one yet. He's talked to both sides.
This is like a TV review when you're watching college, man, or the pros.
I never understood why the referee goes and looks at the screen in the pros or college, because he doesn't make the call. The call comes from upstairs. Just put the earpiece in, make the call, and roll on.
Okay, so 15 yards from the end of the play. It was a big play. So now it's going to be 2nd and 7. Bohannon, hands off. Keeps his shoulders low and drives those legs. Does Washington.
Washington's about 5'8", but runs the ball about 5'5". So you got to get low. Low man wins in football. You got to get low if you're going to tackle Elijah Washington.
2:28, clock is going. Etowah up on a field goal and a touchdown, 10-0. Third and 1, approaching 2 minutes. First down as Washington weaves himself for a couple of yards.
He took that handoff, did a little bounce left and a bounce right, pick up a big first down, keep control of the football for Etowah Eagles.
Ball setting at the 34-yard line. Clock moving. Nope, clock stopped, 1:57. Tyler Goddard in there talking to some of the players. Bohannon now waiting. Stopped at the point of attack. Clock moving, 1:44.
Etowah just handed it off again to number 8, Elijah Washington. We had a lot of hats to the football that time to stop that run. That's what Cherokee's going to have to do for the remainder of this game, is gang tackle, shut this running game down for the Eagles.
Clock approaching 1:20, left to go in the half. Etowah, of course, in no time, hurry. Play clock at 15 seconds. Second and 8. Bounces off. He's going to have open room and tackled. Shoestring tackle about the 46-yard line.
We had a guy hit him right at the line of scrimmage. But again, picking up yards after contact, Elijah Washington went off that left side, able to pick up another first down for the Etowah Eagles.
You know, they could have maybe even taken a shot here. They're at midfield. But they keep it on the ground. He bounces it outside, gets the outside. He's along that sideline. Knocked out of bounds just before the 30-yard line.
We stopped him initially, but he bounced it outside. We didn't set the edge. He picked up another big first down.
Jace Jones on the push out. Now they'll probably take some shots here. 41 seconds left to go. And they have all 3 of their timeouts. Down at the bottom of the screen is Curcio, I think, or Pale Top. Great job on defense. It's going to be a loss of about a yard. Timeout, Etowah.
This will be a huge turning point in this football game, Steve, to keep Etowah out of the end zone. To keep them from scoring would be even a bigger deal.
They have the big leg and the field goal kicker that we saw kicking 50 yards, well over 50 yards at before the game.
We know he can kick it from right there if we can hold him.
That's Carson Long, number 91, and he's only a junior.
But Cherokee's just going to have to load up that box and shut this running game down because they're content with just running the football for the remainder of the game. Elijah Washington's been tough tonight.
Daniel Lawson, residential commercial pet control and ball ground. They're fully licensed, have trained technicians that really know what they are doing. The technician that comes to our house is April, and she is like all the other technicians, knowledgeable, prompt, and courteous, and we have used Daniel Lawson for many, many years. Give them a call, 770-735-4707.
If you got bugs in, Daniel and Lawson can get them out.
That's right. Okay, 34 seconds left in the half. Key plays here as we approach halftime. Bohannon hands it off right side. Good defense by the Warriors. You know, they may be lining up go for a field goal, trying to keep it straight ahead. See if they call another timeout. If they don't call another timeout, that's probably what they're going to do.
They've got 2 timeouts left. I'm not sure why they're letting the clock run down.
This is the one that's going to keep them right straight for the field goal. Left side, fighting short. They're going to call timeout with 6 seconds left, and they're going to go. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll see.
Looks like from there, Steve, it'll be about a 47-yarder.
And he's huddled up with them over there. Coaching staff, Cherokee huddles up.
We failed to point it out, but the last field goal, the first field goal they kicked, we had some pressure on the ball, so we know we can get pressure on. We've blocked a couple of field goals this season.
I want to think that Javon Hobson has gotten one of them for sure. Maybe even hands or fingertips on both of them. I don't know.
Javon does a good job coming around that edge, getting that big hand up there, tipping that ball away. Be a huge momentum swing right here if we could somehow keep this out of the uprights.
This is going to be a 42-yard field goal. You know, it's different when you're kicking at practice than you are in a game, but we'll see. This young man's got a great leg. We got a timeout, Cherokee.
Cherokee calls timeout to put him in the ice bath.
That's right.
To ice him a little bit. Let him think about it. No reason to take those into halftime. Can't use them in the locker room.
Daniel Lawson, Pest Control. They've been our pest control people for many years. If you need a pest control company, give them a call at 770-735-4707. We're here at Tommy Baker Field, Cherokee High School. Huge game of playoff implications between Etowah and the Warriors. Winner of this game will be in the playoffs. Well, more likely could be in the playoffs.
This will assure a spot for somebody.
4 seconds left showing on the clock, so this will be the last play before the half unless there's a penalty. Long now making his steps. This will be a 42-yard field goal. Kick is up. And good.
Like we mentioned, he's got a big leg. He just showed us right there. That ball had plenty of room to spare. Puts Etowah up 13-0 heading into halftime.
Well, we're going to take a break here as you see the Band of Warriors coming on the field. We're going to be having the homecoming festivities, and we're going to take a break. And then just before we start the third quarter, Chuck will be back in with the scoring recap. You've been watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. So glad that you're with us this evening. It is 13-0 in favor of Etowah here at halftime, homecoming at Cherokee High School.
Oh, you had the other one off. You had the lower one off. The switch that you use when you have your headset on. You had that one off. Oh. Yeah, it is. No, the thing that the switch on it. The other one. The one that's the line. Anyway, it's fixing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cherokee High School's 2021 Homecoming Court presentation. As we begin our presentation, I ask that you kindly hold your applause until the end. We are happy to have our first court members of the night representing the Friends Club. Please welcome Isabel Mathis and Sherrod Wright. Isabel is the Next are sophomores Liliana Reese and Cooper Byerly. Liliana is the daughter of Heather and Chad Reese. She was a member of the track and field team and plans to join the tennis team this spring. Outside of school, Liliana serves on the community with her family. She hopes to attend college to pursue working with children. Liliana is escorted tonight by her dad, Chad Reese. Cooper Byerly is the son of Katie and Ray Byerly. He is a Warrior football player and attends Woodstock City Church and volunteers at Must Ministries. Cooper plans to attend the Georgia Southern University to study business. Sophomores Allie Kate Roper and Aiden Gill are next. Allie Kate is the daughter of Emily and Matt Roper. She is in Alpha Gamma, where she gets to do what she loves, helping others. She hopes to attend Auburn University to become a doctor. She also enjoys traveling. Tonight, Allie Kate is being escorted by her father, Matt Roper. Aiden Gibb is 5 and has been on both rec and travel teams. He also enjoys playing football and working out. Aiden hopes to attend UGA to major in business and marketing with plans of becoming a successful entrepreneur. Our final sophomores are Belle Steele and Evan Walters. Belle is the daughter of Amanda and Nathan Stills. She is part of marching band, Friends Club, First Priority, and the Beat Out Cancer Club. She is also in the orchestra at her church and sings as well. She hopes to go to cosmetology school to become a hairstylist. This talented young lady is escorted tonight by her father, Nathan Stills. Evan Walters is the son of Anna Lee and Patrick Walters. He is in the band of Warriors and participates in the theater department at CHS and in the Academy Street Theater Group. He plans to major in technical design for theater in the future. Our first juniors are McKinley Gardner and Hayes Whitmire. McKinley is the daughter of Katie and Brian Kennedy. She is an active member of Woodstock City Church and serves as a small group leader for preschoolers. McKinley has also cheered for the school's sideline and competition squads. After graduating, she plans to attend the University of Hawaii to pursue a degree in marine biology. She is escorted tonight by her stepdad, Brian Kennedy. Hayes Whitmire is the son of Ashley Whitmire. He is on the Warrior football team. Hayes attends Woodstock City Church and works for the South Cherokee Baseball Park. After graduation, he hopes to attend the 4-year university. Next are juniors Ava Garris and Will King. Ava is the daughter of Angela and Mark Garris. She represents FCCLA Club, Alpha Gamma, and the Environmental Action Club, and also the CHS Empowerment Club. Ava plans to attend the University of Alabama to study psychology and open up her own practice someday. She is escorted by her father, Mark. Will King is the son of Rebecca and John King. He has played lacrosse for 3 years and has also played CYB basketball. Will plans to attend the University of North Georgia College to major in business. Next we have juniors Callie Macho and Mason Bennett. Callie is the daughter of Mandy and Mike Macho. She is involved in basketball chair and sideline chair, as well as Cherokee tennis team and the Beat Out Cancer Club. Additionally, she is in Alpha Gamma, Tribe, and SALT. Kelly plans to attend the University of Florida Tonight, Emily is escorted by her dad, Sam Gear. Drew Downey is the son of Marshall Downey and Scott Taylor and Darren and Amanda Downey. Drew is currently doing enrolled at Cherokee Technical College, but not seen at local school. Drew can be found with a lacrosse stick. Keeping a busy schedule, Drew enjoys every bit of it. He hopes to play lacrosse in college and major in history education. Next are seniors Ansley Gill and Jackson Gunnell. Ansley is the daughter of Sadie and Brian Gill. She is a varsity football cheerleader and has been cheering since second grade. Outside of cheer, she enjoys volunteering in the community. Ansley hopes to attend Florida International University to become a technical engineer and political science major. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Brian Gill. Jackson Gunnell is the son of Leanne and Scott Gunnell. Jackson is a midi for the Cherokee lacrosse team. He also works at a few places, including the golf club, and he runs his own landscaping business. Jackson hopes to attend Kaiser University on a lacrosse scholarship where he plans to study medicine. Seniors, Grace Morganicki and Chase Goddard are next. Gracie is the daughter of Stanley and Dina Morganicki. She is a football manager for the Warriors, and she also helps young girls ride and love horses. She plans to attend Georgia College for a business degree, and she also wants to attend taxidermy school. Tonight, Gracie is being escorted by her father, Stanley Morganicki. Chase Goddard is the son of American and your 2021 Cherokee High School homecoming queen, Miss Ellie Phelps. Congratulations to both of you. Thanks again for all your support of Cherokee High School. How about one more big hand for the homecoming court of 2021 Cherokee High School?
Well, we've just enjoyed a great halftime show and homecoming courts, and we'll announce that, as you have probably heard, the homecoming king was Tyler Presnell, and the queen was Ellie Phelps. So we want to congratulate those two young people, and what a beautiful court it was, and really nice festivities.
Tyler looked very dapper, and Ellie was beautiful in her dress. Congratulations to those two young whippersnappers.
Chuck is going to have the halftime scoring. And it's being brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel, Great Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel and Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elwood Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and G-Rock Photography.
Well, Steve, the scoring is on the one side here. Etowah Eagles have done all the scoring at the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Bohannon hit Will Crucero across the middle for a 65-yard touchdown pass to make the score 7-0. With 5:10 left in the second quarter, number 91, Carson Allen kicked a 21-yard field goal to put the Eagles up 10-0. And then when time expired in the second quarter, Allen kicked another field goal from 42 yards out to make the score 13-0. And that's where we stand coming out of halftime.
Well, the first half statistics, which we don't have right now, but I'm sure that Etowah is leading by a large margin in rushing yardage, and we may be leading in passing yardage.
They're leading in time of possession and rushing yardage. They've kept the ball on the ground. They've ran a couple of crossing patterns. That's about all their passing game for tonight. But Bohannon's done a good job reading the offense. He's running those RPOs, handing it off when he should, and pulling it out and picking up yards when he can. So, like I said earlier in the broadcast, he's a smart football player, and he's made good decisions so far tonight.
No, I would guess that if you're the Eagles, and it's always an amateur person as me speaking, that I would say they want to continue to do more of the same, pounding the great game with Elijah Washington, right or left side, maybe a Bohannon keep every now and then, and an occasional keep you honest, maybe a little pass here or there, like they did in the first half.
Well, you know, Elijah Washington, he's only a sophomore, but he's shown tonight that he can run the football inside the tackles. He can get it outside. He's got speed. He stays low. He's hard to bring down. So, Cherokee, I've said it earlier that the coaches do a good job of making the adjustments. It's only 13-0 right now, so just 2 scores, and we're back in it. So hopefully the coaches have gotten a game plan at halftime, made the adjustments, but we're going to find out real quick because Etowah gets the ball coming out of halftime.
Well, if you're on the Etowah sideline and you're an Etowah fan, you got to be happy the way that offensive line is blocking and also protecting Bohannon when he attempts to pass. That would be Lang, McQuaid, Nichols, Nelms, Cure, and Griffith on that front line.
I've saw a couple of times number 67, Carter Kerr, has blocked his man, opened up some big holes for Washington. So they're doing a great job, like you said, on the offensive line. They're controlling both lines of scrimmage. Defensively, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, getting pressure on A.J., ran him out of the pocket a few times. So hopefully we can get our timing down on offense and stack up the box and shut this running game from Etowah Eagles down.
If you're Coach Shaw and the Warriors, what do you take out going into the second half?
This second half, A.J. is going to have to get rid of the ball quick. The timing on his receivers seems like the receivers are running one route, A.J.'s throwing another, so hopefully they got those adjustments and are fixing that after halftime. I think our receivers can get open, but we got to be on the same page and running the same play. And I'd like to see number 2, Aiden Moore, get some carries. You know, he's a big-bodied back. He's about 6'3", 215 pounds. He can pound the football. He's shown earlier this season that he can pick up first downs and pick up yardage with his legs. But we'll know quick what adjustments and changes these Warriors are making at halftime.
I want to also congratulate Coach Carlisle. They won their first round of the softball. They'll be hosting North Paulding this week. And if they win that, then they'll be going to Columbus.
I think that's a doubleheader on Wednesday, 4 o'clock and 7:30 here at Cherokee High School. So that's a big deal for those softball ladies.
Also want to congratulate head coach Miller at Reinhardt University. They're number 12th in the nation. Got a game here in in Waleska tomorrow. They have an outstanding program, so continued luck for them. They've only lost one game, I believe. They've lost by one point. As Joel Stahl is getting ready to kick it off to the Eagles, Cherokee's defense is going to they've been pretty good the whole season. They're going to have to be really super in the second half. You know, if you
we forced a turnover earlier, we stripped the football out, made a big hit, but didn't recover it. So this defense, if they can force a couple of turnovers, get the ball back, maybe get a defensive score, that could turn this game around.
Pretty sure that they're going to come out with that running with Washington right and left side. We'll see right off the bat here as Joel Stahl tees it up. We're getting ready to go.
Scores of interest, Steve. River Ridge Knights 6, Centennial Knights 7, third quarter.
Kickoff is in the end zone. Etowah will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
We talk about how special teams is. We've seen it on display here tonight with these kickers. Both teams has a couple of special kickers on their rosters.
A defensive line of Toby Thompson, Tanner Dollyhide, Javon Hobson. They're getting ready to tow it in, and those linebackers, Simmons, Goddard, Cox, and Montgomery. The corners, Keegan Baker and Jace Jones, and then the strong safety, Chase Goddard and Ryan O'Keefe, free safety. Hand off again, left side. Picks up 4 yards for sure.
That was number 10, Sean Fulmer. He's a freshman getting in the game. Had a big stop on that run.
This defense is set by the Warriors, brought to you by G-Rock Photography. Greg Spell does a great job of getting a lot of pictures of these Cherokee Warriors athletes. 2nd and 7. Bohannon. Quarterback keep. He's got a first down and more off the right side to the 35-yard line. And a flag. Seen a lot of flags tonight.
Flag came in here late. Couldn't really see what went on. But again, Bohannon just making good decisions. Ran that little RPO. Stuck it out, pulled it back in and kept it. Went around the right side for a nice pickup.
Officials now talking to the Cherokee defense. Toby Thompson coming in, talking to the official. And they're still trying to decide. As Tyler Goddard comes back onto the field.
Not really sure what's going on. The referee, the Whitecaps, got a couple of the captains on the field.
So they're probably maybe doing a little bit of bad mouthing each other.
Could be getting a little chippy out there. Referee's trying to rein it in. There's a lot on the line tonight, Steve. I mean, county rivalry, playoffs, so frustrations can run high.
Here comes the call. Offsetting penalties. I guess unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. And the captain's been told they better get their players calmed down.
Keep your players in check, but that's a lot of time for an offsetter.
Yeah. So we've just started the third quarter. It's 10-0 or 13-0. Etowah up, 11:18 left to go in the third quarter. Now the official's still talking. Kyan Simmons now here. Down at the bottom of your screen. This is worse than a review.
This is a long one here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but this definitely kills the vibe of the game here. But
I know they haven't even moved the yard line markers. They're still back down there. Beginning of it is at the 20-yard line.
But you know, Steve, this right here, I feel like Cherokee knows what Etowah's going to do. They've shown they're just going to hand it off or the quarterback's going to keep. So it's not trying to guess what they're going to do or trying to guess what their play call is. We're pretty sure what they're going to do. So it's up to the players to step up and make the plays here. There's not a lot of play calls coming in from the defensive coordinator. It's just man on man. It's what Etowah's lining up and doing. So this is going to be a true gut check for the Cherokee Warriors.
Now Etowah's huddling up, and the three officials are coming. Now we're going to have 4 or 5 officials in the middle still talking. The flags have been picked up, but I don't think there's been a decision made.
I'm not sure.
Well, the decision was unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Those are offsetting. The fans are getting a little restless out here. Tommy Baker.
You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. We're glad that you're with us. You're listening to Chuck Chambers and our cameraman, Jay Speaks. As Chuck says, he's the best cameraman around, and we appreciate it.
He's the best in the business, Steve. I watched the game back last night. Came out for the freshman championship, and Jay did an incredible job.
He's also great for technology for us. Because if you got to rely on me for technology, I think it's a losing battle. But anyway, we appreciate Jay, don't we?
Well, I would say you were probably about 65 years old before you knew what a computer was. Back in your day, it was basically just handwritten notes.
Yeah, they went by Pony Express.
I know you came up as a teacher, and you probably got out right at the right time before all the social media and the technology took over the world.
You're absolutely right about social media. Okay, so now they move the chains, and it's going to be a new set of downs at the 34-yard line. 11:18 on the clock. This defense is brought to you by G-Rocks Photography. Cherokee's going to have to fly around, like you said, Chuck, make some plays.
They're going to have to take some chances and just get some hats on the football. Try to dislodge a football here. The referee, Cecil Gray, is trying to decipher everything out here. He's the white cap.
Toby Thompson now talks to Coach Shaw, maybe relaying something to what the official said.
Looks like Mr. Gray has got his pen and paper out, taking some game notes. But this could go down in the record books as the longest delay that we've had this season.
As you can hear, the fans are excited. We're going to get back to football. Bohannon now, hands off again. Met at the point of attack, maybe a gain of a yard.
That was a nice play by number 21. Morgan Cox that time got a hat in there first. The his teammates came in and finished him off.
2nd and 8. Clock moving at 10:48. Just started the third quarter. Etowah up 13-0. Reese Ware goes to the left side at the top of the formation. Hand off again. Good defense by the Warriors. Third and 7.
That was number 16, Chase Goddard came up, put a shoulder in him, brought him down short for a short gain. We've got the fans and the cowbells rising up out here, making some noise, trying to get behind this Warrior defense.
10 minutes exactly left to go in the third quarter. Etowah wanted to flip to start the game, deferred to the second half, and that's where we are right now. 3rd down and 7. Bohanna with it. Wide receiver screen. And a great tackle by Toby Thompson, trying to get his folks fired up.
Toby Thompson made a good tackle, but Keegan Baker fought through his man. He was trying to set up that screen block. Etowah just ran a little screen pass out to the right side. Keegan Baker fought through his guy, able to assist on that tackle, bring up a big 4th down here. Well, Steve, after the long delay, Warrior defense has got this crowd back into the game, trying to get behind these Warriors and push them on, make this comeback.
Quarterback Brandon Bohannon back to kick. Pretty good kick. It's picked up by Bergman, and he's tackled right there. At the 27-yard line, it's where Cherokee will put it on play. This offense is said to be brought to you by Canton Tire and Wheel. Hey, you need a new set of tires? Go in and check them out. Danny Chester will set you up, new owner of Canton Tire and Wheel, 115 Ridgewood Road. AJ waiting for the snap. You got trips to the bottom, single at the top. Cy Johnson, the running back. Across the middle. Good. Complete. To Adam Fullen.
That was just a quick hitter. Adam Fullen lined up in the slot position, went down, turned around about 8 yards down the field. AJ with a quick pass hit him in the numbers.
2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Little flip out of the backfield to Zy Johnson. He picks up the 1st down.
AJ was looking downfield, Nobody was open. Checked it down to Zy Johnson. Zy took the pass and picked up a big first down for the Warriors.
First down for Canton Tire and Wheel. 3 at the top, single at the bottom. The big receiver at the bottom. Quarterback keep trying to get outside and tackled after a gain of 2.
Looks like Cherokee's trying to hurry up their offense, get a little speed, get a little momentum going. AJ just ran a little RPO of his own, pickup of 2 yards.
2nd and 8. Long pass to Richardson, grabbed it 1 and we almost brought it in.
AJ threw it out into the flat over to the sideline, over big Caleb's shoulder, went up with one hand, almost brought it in. Couldn't hold on.
7:42. Clock is stopped. Ball is setting at the 42-yard line of the Warriors. 3rd down and 8. Here comes a blitz. AJ trying to scramble, trying to buy for time. Flips it out to Johnson. He breaks the tackle, breaks 2 tackles, has a first down.
That was a great play that time by A.J. Swan. They rushed him out of the pocket. He rolled to his right, came back across, hit Zy Johnson, who made a terrific sidestep, pick up a huge first down to Cherokee to keep this drive alive.
Zy Johnson's the nice safety valve. Ball is setting at the 45-yard line. Cherokee, new set of downs. A.J. looking, still looking. Throws to the sideline, incomplete. I thought for a moment he might shoot the gap and try to pick up a couple.
AJ was looking downfield. Nobody came open. Just kind of threw it out of bounds, set up for the next play.
7-13, still a lot of time left in this ball game. Cherokee down 13-0, trying to put some points on the board. Etowah showing a blitz. Palethorpe showing that blitz. Here he comes. Handoff. Picks up maybe 1 yard, 2 yards.
Had a hole for a second, but Etowah Eagles, big number 50, did a good job closing it down.
Third down and 9. See what Coach Pierce has dialed up. AJ looking to the sidelines. Now he's ready. He's coming up, talking to the center. 2 at each side of the formation on receivers. Now he's checked. Play clock's at 2 seconds. Coach Shaw had to call a timeout.
Looked like we were trying to change the play at the line of scrimmage and then try to change it again, but the clock ran out. Coach Shaw had to call a timeout.
25 seconds, you don't have a lot of time, especially if you got to move your personnel around.
You got time for 1 change, 2 at the most, but I think we probably got 2 downs here, Steve, to pick up this first down. Where we're at on the field, I see us going for it right here on 4th down if we don't pick it up on 3rd.
Yeah, this play here, it'd be good if we get some positive 5 or 6 yards. It'll make that 4th down a little bit easier. That defensive line for Etowah is impressing me as well. They're coming in there. They're holding their own against the Warriors' offensive line.
Big number 60, a senior, Ryan Lee, right on that nose guard. He's getting some pressure upfield. We've had some success going down the little seam right here. This quick little pass.
6:23 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Etowah had a possession, and now we're in a possession, and we've ate up over half the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 9. Man in motion right to left. AJ back. And he's going to be sacked. Inside Cherokee territory.
Etowah was getting pressure upfield. The pocket kind of collapsed. A.J. stepped up. Just got to get rid of that one.
Ryan Lee was in there. You just mentioned his name. Joel Stahl back to punt. Cherokee at 4th and 14. Stahl into punt. Good punt. Fair catch called for. Steps away from it. And Cherokee downs it inside the 20-yard line.
That ball just checked up in Etowah's favor that time. Looked like we were going to get a good bounce out of it, but it checked up and stayed right where it hit.
Isn't that the way your golf shots do?
When I put it on the green, Steve, it checks up usually around 3 to 4 inches from the hole.
I hear you.
I don't like to make those long putts. I like when my putts are within the leather. Most of mine are just gimmies.
Yeah,
you know, in the Ryder Cup, they just give it to you. That's the way most of mine are.
Anything longer than that, I have trouble. All right, Bohannon has him up. The 18-yard line. Handoff again. Maybe a pickup of a yard, maybe 2.
Nice play again by the Cherokee defense. We're doing a better job closing down that middle. Elijah Washington coming up through there. Not really getting any yards after contact. So
Kyan Simmons and Morgan Cox on that tackle, 2nd and 8. This defensive stop be brought to you by Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, 2568 Marietta Highway. Phone number 770-479-2844. Now a man moving to the right of the formation, now 2 to the right of the formation. Rolling right. Pass complete to Curcio.
that was a nice play by Etowah. Just sent a man number 19 down the seam. Bohannon rolled to his right, hit him into numbers. Will Cursero picked up that first down.
That moves the ball to the 35-yard line.
I think that's the first time they ran that play tonight, Steve.
4:31, clock is running. Cherokee down 13-0. Etowah up 13-0, however you want to look at it. Hand off again to Washington.
That was number 16, Chase Goddard. Came in and made the stop.
Pick up another 2 yards. Last time they went for that little pass that got it, rolled Bohannon right. Under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
This clock is starting to work against us here. Etowah's in no hurry.
Hand off again. Trying to find room. Good defense by the Warriors.
Ball's on the ground. Referee's pointing to the ground, says he's down by contact. But Javon Hobson, number 30, came in there, made a big stick, jarred that ball loose. But
loss of 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Big play here, Chuck.
I look for big Javon Hobson to get some pressure upfield, kind of shut this run game down.
Bohannon now coming in from the sideline, just got his play. For Etowah, you want to make sure you control the ball, take care of it. Cherokee, of course, wants to knock it loose. Bohannon now with 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Hand off again, trying to get outside. Good defense by the Warriors.
That was good pursuit. We had the middle clogged up that time. We had a couple guys waiting for him. Hobson tried to bounce it out to the left side. Good pursuit. Morgan Cox came in and made the stop.
Here comes the punt team in. Bergman. And Aiden Moore back for the Warriors.
With that clock running like that, Steve, a big run back would do wonders.
Field on the run by Bergman. Good catch, good hands.
That was a nice play by Weston Bergman. Probably saved us 20 yards there by catching that ball in the air. Huge set of downs here, Steve, to get this touchdown in. Get on the board before this fourth quarter starts.
It's going to put the ball at the 38-yard line for the Warriors. Under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter with Cherokee down 13-0. All the scoring done in the first half. 3 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Zy Johnson, the lone setback. Bad snap. Still pass is caught. That was through Aiden Moore.
Aiden Moore just went down the seam about 5 yards, turned around. A.J. Swine hit him in the number with it. We've had some success with that.
Clock now approaching 1:25 left. 2nd down and 5, 2nd and 4. Aiden Moore right to left. Sets up here. Toby Thompson at the wing. Pass to Thompson. He gets out of bounds. It's going to be close to a first down. That is a first down.
AJ just got it out to Toby out in the flat.
Still haven't moved the chains yet. Now they move them. 107. That was a first down for Green Heating and Cooling. Cherokee up the line very quickly. Harshaw in motion, right to left. Sets up over here on the bottom of your screen. To Harshaw, they're ready for that.
They watched Harshaw come across the field in motion, set up in the slot. AJ tried to get it to him quickly. Etowah read that play and made a good tackle.
Loss of 2 yards, going to be 2nd and 12. Ball is setting at the 46-yard line of Cherokee. Three at the top. Richardson at the bottom. AJ scramble, he's going to run for not picking up the first down. 19 seconds left in the third quarter.
AJ just didn't see anything downfield. He wanted to go downfield with it. They had us covered up. He took it around on the left side, able to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Hopefully we can give us another play, a couple of plays here in this third quarter.
3rd down and 4. Pass is complete to Toby Thompson. Runner with reckless abandon for a big first down for the Warriors. That's a first down for Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated. He thought he was at West Point already, man.
Toby just had nothing on his mind but the end zone.
7 seconds left. There's a whistle on the play, or before the play begins, with 7 seconds left. New set of downs for the Warriors. When they blow the whistle, the clock is going to start. See if Cherokee can get off a play. They can hurry it, but they don't need to hurry too much. They need to get a good play off. They get it off. And sacked. No, he's still up. Throw in the end zone. Incomplete at the end of the third quarter. As a score, 13-0.
Etowah just had a guy come free on the left side of their defensive line, had a full wide open shot on AJ. AJ took the hit, stayed on his feet, rolled to the right, just overshot at Darius Harshaw.
That was Jesse Mcdonald, who looked like he was going to get him wrapped up, and AJ was able to get out of there. I'm not sure how he did, but he just flicked that ball about 40 yards in the end zone.
So it's going to take a big fourth quarter comeback, Steve, for the Warriors to come out on top of this football game. Steve, you mentioned golf a while ago. I just want to give a little shout out to my man Tyler Latimer, freshman up at North Georgia, plays on the golf team. Went to a tournament up in South Carolina yesterday and shot a 72-73. And I think North Georgia finished second in the tournament.
Oh, congratulations, Tyler. That's great. Great golf.
He's been working really hard, just trying to hone his game in. And that was his first time to compete in the tournament. So congratulations to Tyler and all the Latimer family.
Just next snap, we'll start the first ticks of the fourth quarter with Etowah up 13-0. As you mentioned earlier, I think you were meaning to say electrifying, something to get this offense moving.
A score right here would definitely go a long ways in that.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. Across the middle, caught. Inside the 10-yard line. Caleb Richardson.
I think that was Adam Fullen, Steve.
Adam Fullen, you're right.
Adam Fullen, number 6, just went down the seam, went down the middle. A.J. Swan just flipped it kind of sidearm down there for a huge first down. Get us inside the 10-yard line.
This is a red zone for Green Heating and Cooling at the 8-yard line, first and goal. Touchdown, Warriors! Caleb Richardson, A.J. Swan to Caleb Richardson.
Caleb Richardson just ran to the corner, came across the top of his man. Both hands picked it off of his helmet for a huge touchdown. Cherokee Warriors.
Swan to Richardson for 8 yards. Waiting for the extra point. Thirteen to 7.
Steve, there's a receiver from the NFL. You probably have heard of him, Randy Moss. Has a little special on Monday Night Football. You got mossed. Caleb Richardson just mossed his man in the side of the end zone down there for a beautiful catch. We'll get our cameraman Jay Speaks to send that it to ESPN and see if we can get on You Got Mossed.
There you go. Congratulations, A.J. Swan and Caleb Richardson. What a play that was. The defense needs to dig in here with 11:35 left. It should give the offense for the Warriors some, really some mojo here.
That was a nice drive.
Joel Stahl getting ready to tee it up. Touchdown by Green Heating and Cooling. This defensive stop for the Warriors brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons, 470 Northside Cherokee Hospital Roads, or Hospital Suite 180. In the end zone, bring it out to the 20-yard line. Good kickoff by Joel Stahl. Anything on the ground now or up in the air, it's got to be for grabs for both teams here.
Steve, that just get the offense fired up, but the defense gets a little momentum when they come out there after a big score like that. So hopefully they got a little juice about them when they hit the field right here for this defensive stand.
Coming down the bottom of the screen for the Eagles is Reese Ware. Curcio at the top of your screen. Hand off to Washington. Pick up of maybe 2 yards. Same play they've been running, off that right side or off the left side. Shoulder pads down, running hard. Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7.
Sean Fulmer, number 10, came up and made that tackle. Cherokee's just trying to find that right combination on defense to stop this running attack.
Hand off again, trying to go outside. Tackled for a short gain. Kyan Simmons, I think, on that tackle. Well, Cherokee get a stop here. That'd be a huge momentum for the offense coming back on after scoring that touchdown.
Huge 3rd down, stop them here. We could get good field position. If we can get them to kick from here.
Bottom of your screen is where. That looked like there was a movement on there. Oh. Good defense by the Warriors.
That was number 7, Kyan Simmons. Got upfield, got a lot of pressure. They ran Bohannon out of the pocket. Kyan got a handful of jersey, was able to drag him down.
You know, one of the players had his hand up high and let it go because I think he thought maybe I'll get a horse collar, and that was really a good play. I don't know if that was Kyan Simmons, but now we're looking at 9:40 left to go, and it looks like Etowah will be punting. Bergman and Aiden Moore back, and this is where you'd like to get a good return.
Good return or a good fair catch right here. We get the ball on the 45. That's good field position. Just make sure you catch the football.
Bohannon back to punt. End over end. Fair catch at the 44-yard line, at the 45-yard line of the Warriors. So an awful lot of time, the Warriors see what Coach Pierce is going to dial up offensively, mix it up a little bit.
We've been having success running that little 7-8 yard little stop pattern in the seam. AJ's been putting it right on us.
This offensive set is brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons, as the Warriors come back on the field. We've sort of been limited to runs. We've been getting 2 or 3 yards to a run, maybe 4 or 5. Haven't had a 10 or 15 yard one that I can remember.
Zy Johnson's done most of his damage in the passing game. Picked up a huge 1st down earlier in this half.
3 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. AJ straight back, drop back, looking, being rushed, still trying to buy time. And he throws the ball away. There must be a penalty on the far side. Flag on the play. I think they're going to flag Etowah for holding.
AJ flipped it out there, was trying to hit Caleb Richardson. He was fighting back for the ball, and his man had him in a bear hug.
9-10 left to go in the ball game. And the referees now are walking over, changing balls. Now they're trying to get the yardage right. Going to set it at the 40-yard line of Etowah.
I've liked that matchup all night long, Caleb Richardson.
Well, they may come right back to it here.
He's got a lot of height on his man to go up and get it. He showed he could go up over his defender last time in the end zone. Brought that pass in.
This offensive drive is brought to you by Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, Dr. Rhodes and Dr. Simmons. New set of downs for the Warriors, setting at the 40-yard line of Etowah. 3 at the bottom of the screen, single at the top. Zy Johnson, your running back. It's going to the big man. Knocked out of his hands.
Caleb Richardson just left out on a go pattern. A.J. Swan dropped it in there, but we're unable to bring it in. Nice defense that time by number 20, Frank Mosley, for the Eagles.
It's a nice pass by A.J. out there.
I like the play call. I like that matchup still.
2nd and 10. 2 on each side of the formation. Saharshaw, touchdown! No flags.
Got a flag on the play, Steve. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. That was a beautiful pass as they sort this out from A.J. Swan to Darius Harshaw. Led him beautifully. Took it and went into the end zone.
A.J. just rolled to his right. Adarius released. Took off downfield. A.J. hit him with a great pass. Adarius brought it in. Got in the end zone, but.
Well, we lost 5 yards on that play from where the ball was originally set down. 2nd and 15. Holding.
Illegal receiver downfield.
Illegal receiver downfield. 8:56 left. Bringing the blitz. Will Palethorpe showing blitz. Looks like he's coming, and he is coming. Inside screen. That's a loss of yardage.
Etowah brought pressure that time, came on the blitz. We had a screen pass set up, but Etowah did a great job covering. Stopped us for no gain.
3rd and 17. Clock is moving. 8:25 left in the ball game. 13-7 in favor of Etowah. 3 at the bottom of the formation, single at the top. Another blitz. A.J. got out of it. Throws. Couldn't see. I guess it was incomplete over there.
Went out of bounds, went high. They were getting a lot of pressure again on us, just on a 3-man rush. Ran A.J. out of the pocket. He tried to get it downfield for the first down, overthrew the receiver.
So Cherokee would be punting with the chance to hold Etowah and maybe get one more possession with under 8 minutes left to go in the game. This punt needs to be inside the 20-yard line. Hopefully no return. Going for the, oh, nice punt. Nice punt. And going to try to return it inside the 15-yard line. Great coverage by the Warriors.
That was a nice kick by Joel Stahl, but great coverage, like you said.
Well, Chuck, I think we know what happens unless they're going to surprise us.
I look for them just to hand the ball off to number 8 or Bo hand it on the keeper. Right now, their goal is to run this game out. Run that clock down.
7:45 left. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Cherokee probably bunching in there looking for that run-off tackle either side. Also, you got to look out for the quarterback keep. Two receivers at the top. Handoff again. It hasn't changed. Picks up maybe 4 yards. Gets the ball out to the 16, 17-yard line. That was probably more yardage than you want him to get.
That was a nice run by Washington that time, just straight up the middle. We had a couple guys jump on him, just couldn't bring him down.
2nd and 6. Cherokee has 2 timeouts left if you want to think about timeouts, which are valuable at this time. Still too early to take them. Clock approaching 7 minutes. 2 receivers at the top. Now man in motion. And good job on defense.
That was number 8, Jax Holcomb, getting in the backfield that time.
Jax
Shut
Holcomb
that play down.
What a great defense that was. 3rd and 9. Well, this is the most critical play we've had at this juncture. 6:30 left to go in the ball game. 15 seconds on the play clock.
It's definitely the biggest play of the season so far.
Exactly. Bohannon waiting. Hands off. Tries to get outside. Tackle by the Warriors.
That was number 30, Javon Hobson again.
Javon Hobson out there on that tackle.
Great pursuit by the rest of the Warriors that time.
Toby Thompson on coming up out of that pile as well. Clock is still going. Play clock is moving. 27.
Kind of sets up like it did last time. Say we should get good field position out of this.
Bergman and Aiden Moore back for the Warriors. Standing right at the 50-yard line. See if Cherokee wants to come and go for the punt block. High snap. No. Now, oh, end over end.
It's a shank.
Inside the 45-yard line. 5:14 left. And a lot of time on the clock. Jace Jones comes out. He was part of that defensive stand.
The Warriors have definitely made the adjustments on this run game. They've shut it down this second half, leaving it up to the offense to put another one in the end zone to give us the lead.
This offensive set is brought to you by Joseph Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center, Chad Luth and Bonnie Spears in 4 locations, Alpharetta, Canton, Cumming, and Woodstock. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Coach Pierce has already got the play called in. 3 at the bottom, single at the top. Cross to Richardson, Adam Fullen. Pick up from 7 yards. 2nd and 3, 5 minutes left exactly. You said AJ likes to get rid of the ball quickly. He did that.
That'll stop that pressure Etowah's been getting on us to get rid of the football quick. We've done it down the seam.
Ball at the 36-yard line. Fakes the jet sweep. Inside to Toby Thompson. And Big Toby fights for extra yardage. And he's coming out. That's going to be really close to a first down. Let's see what the officials say. It is a first down. According to the one official, he was raising one hand.
The white cap says, move the sticks, Steve, move the sticks. Huge first down that time by Toby Thompson on the screenplay. When he caught the ball, he was short, had a couple guys on his back, but drug him down the field. Was able to pick up that huge first down.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver to Darius. They wrap him up immediately. That was a good play by number 20, Frank Mosley, the 4th. They're gaining no gain on that one, right where initial contact was made. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Maybe 2nd and 11 now. Well, loss of 1 yard. 3 at the top, single at the bottom.
Got man coverage on Caleb Richardson up top.
To Darius. AJ lobbed it up to Darius with double or triple coverage. Incomplete.
Darius went up for the football, tried to come back to it. Most of the time when the defensive player doesn't turn for the football, they throw the flag, but they didn't on that one.
All right, now, Chuck, do you go for some of this or you go for all of it 2 times?
I go for some of it, try to pick up some yardage to make it more manageable.
3:46 left to go. Pass is complete. I think it was to Adam Fullen. Fourth and 5. 4th and 4.
4th and 4, the receivers just got to remember to get across the sticks, turn around. AJ will hit them in the number with it, make the catch, get a first down right here. Keep this drive alive.
4th and 4, here we go. AJ looking at the sideline, clock running, and a timeout. You know, they've been doing a belly series with Johnson, and you know, now if they do it, they're probably not paying attention to it, but you know, you gamble with it, you know.
You got a lot of options right here. Toby Thompson's shown that he can catch a football and break some tackles, so that's one of your options. But I still like that matchup, number 5, big Caleb Richardson on his man. Get the ball up to him, give him a chance to get it. But that was a nice timeout right there. We were a little confusion. This play right here is the biggest play, again, of the season.
If you're thinking about Richardson, do you move him a little tighter on the formation so he has a little bit more room to work with and maybe get him out single coverage on someone?
He's been lined up. They've lined up in man most of the night on him. We'll see what Etowah decides to do here.
They may call a timeout. Just see how Cherokee's lining up. Warriors only have 1 timeout left, so this is a huge play for the Warriors. They got a stack at the right side. Rolling right. Caught. First down. Darius Harshaw.
They brought a guy. AJ just dropped back in the pocket. Zy Johnson did an incredible job picking up that blitz. Give AJ 2 more seconds. Hit him right down the seam for a huge first down. Great play by Zy Johnson that time, picking up that blitzer.
That's a first down for Joseph Physical Therapy. Setting at the 17-yard line. End zone. Touchdown, Warriors! To Caleb Richardson.
Caleb Richardson just went back in the corner for a little fade over the shoulder. A.J. Swan dropped it in there beautifully. Caleb went up and got it with those big paws, brought it in for 6. Steve, A.J. dropped that pass in there, and his defensive guy never knew the ball was coming, went right by his ear. Caleb made a good grab.
Really important play right here. Extra point. That was a touchdown for Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center. Kick is up, good. Warriors up, 14-13. That comes with 2:41 left to go in the ball game, folks. Homecoming night for the Warriors. Big comeback. Warriors have scored both touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Etowah scored all their points in the first half. Matter of fact, the first quarter.
Well, the defense so far this half, Steve's got some things figured out on this Etowah offense.
On this possession, I look for a little passing. They're going to have to pass, and probably Bohannon on some keeps.
They're going to have to get the ball down the field, but we know what they've got waiting in the wings over there is big number 91. If they get it into position, he can definitely put it through the upright. So
that's true. That's exactly right. You kick it in the end zone?
I kick in the end zone, take all the guesswork out, make them drive the length of the field here.
And that's probably what they're thinking about. Field goal range, maybe. It's going to be short. Going to have some coverage. Stop short of the 20-yard line at the 19-yard line. That touchdown was brought to you by Georgia Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center.
Nice coverage that time by the kickoff team. We gained a yard on that. Instead of going in the end zone, we stop them on the 19.
All right, if you're Etowah or you're Cherokee and you're watching this at home, you're probably standing up. 2:35 left to go in the ball game. Cherokee just took the lead, 14-13. Big playoff implication game. Bottom of the screen is number 13, Ware. Bohannon waiting. Gives the ball off. Still pushed ahead for 1 or 2 yards. Etowah has all 3 of their timeouts left.
Just another little simple handoff to Elijah Washington. Toby Thompson was there to meet him at the line of scrimmage. Just bring up a long 2nd and 9.
2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Clock approaching 2 minutes. Etowah shuttling in a player. Watch that slant across the middle, which they came to a little while ago to Curcio, first half for a touchdown.
That's him lined up in the slot.
There it is right there. Almost intercepted. His arm was hit just as you're letting go. Ball popped up in the air. Cherokee had a chance for interception, and it fell to the ground.
I think, Steve, that's why they say some players are on defense.
Oh.
But Javon Hobson was getting pressure again up the field. Rushed that throw. Bohannon tried to drop back and do a little pump fake. Was going to go deep. But we got a hand on it. Could have had the interception, but it slipped through our fingers.
Well, this is 4-down territory regardless. I mean, 1:48 left to go. Even though you got 2 timeouts left, you can't give the ball over to Cherokee again.
No, they're going to go for it here no matter what. They've got 2 plays to pick up 8 yards. No.
This defensive stop for the Warriors brought to you by Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper. You looking for a new vehicle? I recommend Schottenkirk Ford. They have F-150s, 250s, 350s, Mustangs, Explorers, Expeditions, and so many other Ford vehicles. Go in and check them out. That's in Jasper, Schottenkirk Ford. Well, interesting to see what Coach Harvey's going to do on defense right here. Do you continue to put pressure on? Maybe it's a drop back passing situation, or do you drop everybody back for pass defense?
I think we're going to bring the pressure here. Javon Hobson's doing a great job getting upfield. I think Etowah's got to put the ball in the air right here to try to pick up this first down. We've stopped the run so far this half.
1:48, here it is. He's rolling right. Rolling right and tackled out of bounds. No flag that I saw.
That was number 30 again, Javon Hobson, just stringing the play out to the sideline. Able to bring down Bohannon. No gain.
And a lot of times when the quarterbacks get on the edge like that, you don't have anybody there. Hobson was there. It's a good lesson for defensive players to stay home.
Stay home, stay engaged, know your assignment.
Okay, up until we scored the touchdown, this is the play of the game.
As the great Larry Munson said, this crowd is roaring up to get behind these Warriors.
People are on their feet on both sides. 4th down. 4th and 9, 4th and 8. Are they going to bring the And there's a whistle. I think Cherokee called a timeout. That's
Steve,
their
that was
last
a nice
timeout.
timeout. That was a nice timeout by the Warriors. We saw what they were going to do. We saw their alignment. They're either going to come out in the same thing or have to change it. And now we're getting our plan together to stop it.
Well, we want to thank everybody for watching tonight. This has been one exciting ball game, and we still don't know the outcome of it right now. Chuck Chambers, my color man, cameraman Jay Speaks. You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. And whether you're Etowah or Cherokee, as I just said, you've got to be standing up and jumping because the folks here in the stadium are.
Well, I know we are up in the booth. We just high-fived a while ago on that touchdown. I think even Miss Phyllis came out of her seat on that touchdown right there.
I think
She kind of
did
got
too.
excited about that one.
She did. 1:41 left. Etowah's back out. Cherokee now coming back out. That defense for Cherokee. Thompson, Dolly High Hobson. And here we go. 4th down. Rolling left this time. Looking long. Interception Warriors.
Keegan Baker had his man stride for stride. Bohannon rolled out to his left, threw about a 35-yard pass downfield, but Keegan Baker went up above his man, brought it in for an interception. Cherokee Warriors can run the rest of this clock out.
Well, we're not quite exactly where we can do the victory formation. Well, Etowah still has 2 timeouts left. You know what? See what Coach Pierce does here. Ball is sitting at the Etowah 49-yard line. Hand off to Aiden Moore. He gets out to the 40-yard line, pick up about 9 yards. And Etowah may not call a timeout with that big play. Yeah, they do call a timeout. So they, all right, so it's an 8-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 1:20 left to go in the ball game. And, of course, Etowah wants to stop us on this play right here. Try to call the timeout again and let the 3rd play go, and then 4th play. We'll run on down.
That leaves them with 1 timeout, so they can only stop it 1 more time. We pick up this 1st down, and that eliminates them stopping the clock again.
After the ball game, Chuck will have the scoring recaps. It's been an exciting ball game. Cherokee scored both times in the 4th quarter and taking the lead 14-13. Etowah scored all their points in the first half. At halftime, it was 13-0. A touchdown and 2 field goals. Cherokee's got 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. That's the lead in the ball game by a single point.
Looks like they're going to line Aiden Moore up again in the backfield. He's the bigger back, 6'2", 215 pounds.
Got to hold on to that ball. Looks like it's close to a 1st down. Marks that
this guy
may be a little short.
Line judge, I think he's got him about 6 inches short.
It's going to be 3rd down and about maybe a yard. 3rd and about a yard.
This is the play where AJ likes to run up to the line and run that little bump. Power it up through there for 1 yard, finish the game off.
Well, if you're Etowah, of course you want the ball back. If you're Cherokee, you definitely don't want to give them the ball back. 1 timeout left on the board for Etowah. This offensive set is brought to you by Fast Signs of Canton. Looks like less than a yard for a 1st down.
We've got more confusion with the referee, Steve. Not sure what's going on. I thought Etowah called the timeout, but
I believe they still salvage that one timeout on the board. Steve Major Sports is proud to have Fast Signs of Canton as sponsors of Cherokee High School football and Steve Major Sports. Whenever I dealt with them, they've always been good. You always get the signs that you want and you order. Now they call their timeout with 53 seconds left. But continuing my sponsorship, they made me several signs to advertise Steve Major Sports, and I've never been disappointed. They did it the way I wanted. That's Fast Signs of Canton.
Steve got a text from our cameraman, Jay Speaks, out there keeping up with the watchers and the viewers. He tells me we've got a lot of watchers watching the finale of this game tonight, so thank you to all the subscribers and the watchers. If you're not a subscriber to SteveMajorSports.com, just get on there, get on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for the notifications, and you'll be notified every time Jay Speaks, the master technician, uploads any new content. Next week, October 22nd, next Friday night here at Tommy Baker Field, your Cherokee Warriors will be going up against Alpharetta. It'll be senior night here. So everybody that can't be here, watch us online.
Here we go. Third down and about 6 inches. And that should be enough for a first down.
If it's a right foot mark, Steve, it's a first down. If it's a left foot, he put it on his right foot. Looks like a first down from here, but referee's calling fourth.
They may take time out again and measure this, but the clock is running. They're going to have to put more time on there because, oh, it's fourth down. They're not going to measure it, Chuck.
No measurement here.
The play clock is at 19. The game clock is at 23, 15, 13, 19, 12, 17, 10, 16, 9, 14, 7, 12, 5, 11, 4, 10, 3, and timeout. There'll be 6 seconds left. You know, you almost can get the ball and actually run backwards if you wanted to.
Run that 6 seconds out.
Let's see what Coach Shaw wants to do. That's pretty scary, but, you know, you could do that.
You could do that.
You could get a Darius with the ball, and probably nobody catch him. As long as he didn't go to the end zone. So here, the game is on 6 seconds. Cherokee up 14-13. And we got to have a good snap, regardless.
Got to have a good snap.
I'm not even sure
Play clock's running down. We're not in any hurry.
I don't even think Etowah would have time to even spike the ball. Delay a game on Cherokee. So that's going to move the ball up to the 50-yard line. Back to the 50. After the ball game, we'll recap our sponsors, and Chuck will have the recap of the game, which in the second half has been really wild.
This last 12 seconds has been really wild, Steve.
6 seconds on the clock. Cherokee, fourth down. Oh, my goodness. He's going to throw it up just out of bounds, incomplete. That's the end of the game. That's a good call. Good call. Cherokee wins the nail biter 14-13 as the Cowboys go off.
I know I referenced Larry Munson a while ago, but another one of his big sayings is we saved ourselves. We just saved ourselves. And that's what these Warriors have done tonight. They saved themselves and have clinched a playoff spot. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll see if we can improve our lot in this playoff run.
Sponsors for Steam Major Sports is Kenton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford of Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Oval Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and G-Rocks Photography. As you see the players congratulating each other, these guys go to camps together, as we said with the other in-county, Sequoia and Creekview and Woodstock. All these guys know each other. It's a matter of personal pride in the county. And it's always nice to see good sportsmanship. And, of course, the coaches lead that with their good sportsmanship. And that's what they want to teach their players, and that's what's happening tonight. Chuck, you got the recap of the game. And we'll talk a little bit about the game later on here.
Steve, this is a game of two halves. Etowah controlled the first half. At the 7:02 mark, Etowah Eagles got on the board with a 65-yard touchdown pass from Bohannon to Will Crucero. Put the Eagles up 7-0. At the 5:10 mark, Etowah lined up for a 21-yard field goal, and it was good to make the score 10-0. With no time left on the clock at the end of the second quarter, another field goal from 42 yards brought the score to 13-0 going into halftime. Third quarter, no scoring from either team. Rolled into the fourth quarter. At the 11:35 mark of the fourth quarter, A.J. Swan to Caleb Richardson for a 7-yard touchdown pass, bring the score to 13-7. And with 2:41 left on the clock, A.J. Swan again to Caleb Richardson for a 21-yard touchdown pass in the corner, made the score 13-13. Made the score 13-13 with Joel Stahl's extra point, put Cherokee up in the lead 14-13, and that's how the game ended.
Well, A.J. Swan did a really good job getting out of trouble and hitting his receivers. But I go back to the play that Toby Thompson had when he was corralled behind the line of scrimmage and we needed a yard or two, and he just lowered his shoulders and he fought for that yardage to barely get the Warriors a first down to keep that drive going.
Toby just caught that little screen pass, probably 2 yards, like you said, behind the sticks, had a couple of guys on his back and just drug them across the line for a huge first down. Game-changing first down for the Warriors.
You know, you've always said that Cherokee does a good job on their adjustments. And in the second half, they did do a good job. The defense did a really good job keeping Etowah out of the end zone. And the offense adjusted. It wasn't a game in which you could say, well, we're going to run the ball and we're going to get 150 yards, even 100 yards, which the running game wasn't very good tonight. I mean, we didn't pick up a lot of yards on the ground. But A.J. did a good job getting out of trouble. Caleb Richardson, Toby Thompson, Adam Fullen for some big yardage gains, and that's what kept us going.
Adam Fullen, Aiden Moore in that little slot position, that little 7-8 yard stop pattern down the seam was huge for us tonight. A.J. did a good job hitting the numbers, but he done a great job escaping. You know, Etowah was getting some pressure on us, sometimes with only a 3-man rush. Sometimes they brought the blitz, but they were getting a lot of pressure. One time, A.J., they had him dead to rights. Guy had him wrapped up, but A.J. being 6'4", 215 pounds, kind of shook him off, was able to escape. But he did a great job escaping the pressure and got the ball to the right receivers at the right time.
Last possession Etowah had, Javon Hobson had a big play, sealing the edge and not letting Bohannon get outside. And then there was another tackle out of bounds that kept him from getting any yardage. That defense really played well down the stretch.
Yeah, Javon Hobson, he is our sack leader. He's got 4 sacks on the year. I don't know if you consider those sacks or what they write them down for in the book, but in my mind, he had 2 sacks on that last possession, tackling his man behind the line of scrimmage. He had an incredible game tonight.
So that does put us in the playoffs, but we can improve our lot next week as Alpharetta comes to town on senior night. And there's going to be some parents very emotional seeing their children and the players, the cheerleaders and the band members going through senior night next week.
Senior night's a big night, you know, playing your last game possibly, your last game on your home field. that's a big deal. It's very emotional, like you said. Knowing it's over is tough. I'm getting emotional right now just talking about it. It's tough. I've seen kids walk off the field for their last time, tears in their eyes. So senior night's going to be huge. A lot of things are going to be on the line again. Another pressure situation for the Warriors, but it'll be a great night. We hope everybody in the county can come out for senior night.
Absolutely. Be here at Tommy Baker Field. Kickoff is at 7:30. And then we have a bye, and then we go to Milton, which you said Milton's one of the top teams in the country.
They're right. You're right. They're tops in the country. They've got running backs, and they've got a kid named LT Overton.
Yep.
We've all heard of him. We've seen him live and in person last year right here on this field, and he's a different animal out there. He's special, and that's why every college team in America wants him. So we'll have our hands full.
I think the most important thing, I'm sorry to cut you off, Chuck, one of the most impressive things about him last year was he's only a sophomore, I believe. Right?
He's only a sophomore, and he's only a junior this time. So.
And he's recruiting. I don't know if he's made a commitment. Do you know?
I don't think so. But like I said, he's got his choice. Wherever he wants to go, they will definitely accept him. So he is a highly sought-after athlete for good reason.
Absolutely. So we're waiting for the band to get lined up on the field. We're going to show you the band's performance, and then we'll come back and we'll sign off. We're going to stay in the booth, and just appreciate you being with us. You've been listening to Chuck Chambers, my color man, and Jay Speaks, my cameraman. You're watching SteveMajorSports.com/live. So let's watch the band come on, and we're just going to take a little break and watch this performance.
I'm going to give a real quick shout-out, Steve, to my wife again. You know, she's at home doing the HOCO duties. Got to get the dress, got to be the right dress, got to be the right shoes like we talked about earlier. So she's doing all that running around, getting it dialed up for Presley as she heads off to homecoming dance tomorrow night. So big shout out to Allie Chambers. She means the world to us, and without her, I wouldn't be able to do this. So love you, Allie Chambers. And it was nice having Miss Phyllis here. Keep you on your toes tonight.
Absolutely.
Miss Phyllis is up in the booth.
Yeah.
She said that you were a superstar athlete. I would venture to say she was better than you. That's just my opinion. Just one man's opinion.
Back in the day, she was one of the higher scorers in the state tournament.
There's no doubt in my mind that she didn't play anything but offense. You know, these kids today, they got to play both ways. She only focused on one thing, putting it in the hoop. But like you said, she could do it better than anybody.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn my microphone off and reconnect another microphone, and we're going to let you guys watch the band performance and listen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of Warrior Nation, the Cherokee High School Band of Warriors. Drumming
We're at Cherokee High School. You've been watching the band performance at the post-game ceremonies. What a wonderful ceremony it was. We also want to remind you that the Warriors did win this game tonight, scoring 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, 14-13. And I want to thank my cameraman, Jay Speaks, and Chuck Chambers, color commentator. Chuck, any last words you want to say as we leave the broadcast booth here?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Warriors, for keeping the season alive. That was a huge win. We're going to learn from it, going to move on, get ready for Alpharetta.
Sponsors for Cherokee High School football and Steam Major Sports is Canton Tire and Wheel, Green Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Georgia Physical Therapy, Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, the Wallace Financial Group, Dawson and Daniel Lawson Pest Control, Schottenkirk Ford Jasper, Fast Signs of Canton, Greg Elwell Family Dentistry, Latimer Construction Company, and G-Rocks Photography. From Cherokee High School, it's good news. The Warriors up 14-13 over Etowah. They seal their path to the playoffs and hopefully can move up a notch or two. I want to thank Jay Speaks. I want to thank Chuck Chambers. And
Steve, it is nice, though, on a serious note, it is nice to win a football game when you don't play your best. Yep. You know, sometimes you're not always going to play your best. But for you to persevere and push on through, you're getting beat the whole first half, but to come out after halftime and have a new game plan and execute it, it's a big deal. It says a lot about the young men on this football team.
Absolutely. For Cherokee fans and Etowah fans watching the game tonight, you've been watching SteamMajorSports.com/live, and we do thank you for watching and hope you have a blessed and safe weekend. Good night.
Good night, everybody.